We look at the top 1% of achievers, and we call them lucky. We see the Olympic medals, the million-dollar contracts, the standing ovations, the corner offices, and we think to ourselves, they must have been born with something I don't have. They must know a secret I don't know. But here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. Greatness isn't born in the spotlight. It's not created on stage. It's not built during the applause. Greatness is forged in what I call the dark hours, those quiet, lonely moments when no one is watching, no one is cheering, and no one is there to hold your hand or tell you that you're doing a great job. Today, I'm going to share a story with you. A story of a young apprentice who wanted the glory of a master but didn't understand the price. A story that will change the way you look at your own daily discipline. Because after you hear this story, you'll never be able to lie to yourself again about why you're not where you want to be. This is the secret of the top 1%, and it starts in the dark. In a city known throughout the land for its legendary swordsmiths, there lived a young apprentice named Leo. Now Leo was talented, very talented. He was fast, he was strong. He understood the mechanics of the forge better than anyone his age. His hands were steady, his eye for detail was sharp. But while Leo's swords were good, they were never great. Every year, the city held what they called the Grand Exhibition, a gathering where the top 1% of master craftsmen displayed their finest work. These weren't just swords, they were works of art, blades so perfectly balanced, so impossibly sharp, that they could cut through a piece of silk falling through the air. The crowd would gasp, the emperor himself would attend, and year after year one name stood above all others, Master Kaito. Leo would watch from the back of the crowd as Kaito received the emperor's praise. He would watch the old master bow humbly while people whispered in awe. He would see the respect in their eyes. Every year Leo thought the same thing. I work as hard as him. I arrive at the forge when the sun rises. I don't leave until it sets. My arms ache. My back hurts. I give everything I have. So why? Why is his work legendary while mine is merely functional? Leo convinced himself there had to be a secret, a special technique Kaito was hiding, a magic hammer passed down through generations, a temperature for the forge that only masters knew, something, anything that would explain the gap between good and great. So Leo made a decision. He would spy on the master. He would discover the secret of the elite. He would find out what separated the top 1% from everyone else. What he discovered would change everything he thought he knew about success. One night, long after the city had gone to sleep, Leo made his move. It was 2:00 a.m. The streets were empty. The moon hung high and cold in the sky. Most of the world was wrapped in warm blankets, lost in comfortable dreams. But Leo was wide awake. Leo crept through the shadows toward Kaito's workshop. His heart pounded in his chest. He expected to find something extraordinary, a secret machine, ancient scrolls, a mystical ritual passed down through the ages. Instead, he found an old man sitting alone in the cold. There was no crowd, no music, no ceremony, just the dim light of a single candle flickering in the darkness, and the soft, rhythmic sound of a whetstone moving against steel. Kaito wasn't even making a new sword. He was polishing a blade he had finished 3 days ago, a blade that everyone already considered perfect, a blade that had won the emperor's highest praise. Leo watched. 1 hour passed, 2 hours, 3 hours. Kaito didn't move from his seat. He didn't take a break. He didn't stretch his back. He didn't look around to see if anyone was watching or documenting his dedication. He was obsessed with a fraction of a millimeter, a tiny imperfection that no human eye would ever notice, a flaw that didn't even exist to anyone but him. Then Leo understood something that shook him to his core. In those dark hours, Kaito wasn't just working on a sword. He was working on himself. He was working on his standards. He was working on his character. Because the sword would be judged for a moment, but Kaito would have to live with himself forever. The secret wasn't a technique, it was a way of being. The top 1% weren't people who knew something Leo didn't know. They were people who refused to lower their standards when they were alone. The next morning, Leo couldn't contain himself. He had to know. He approached Master Kaito as the old man opened his workshop. "Master," Leo said, trying to keep his voice steady, "I saw you last night, working at 2 a.m., polishing a sword that was already perfect. Why? Why waste your sleep on a detail no one will ever see? The sword was already the best in the entire city." Master Kaito stopped. He turned to look at the young apprentice. His eyes weren't angry. They were calm, focused, like the eyes of an archer who sees only the center of the target and nothing else. He said, "The crowd sees the finish line, but the race is won in the dark." The top 1% are not those who work hard when the world is watching. They are the ones who refuse to lower their standards when they are alone. This is what I call the power of daily discipline, and here's where most people get it wrong. Most people work hard only when there is an immediate reward, a paycheck at the end of the week, a like on social media, a word of praise from their boss, an audience watching them grind. When the motivation is high, when they're excited about a new goal, when they've just watched an inspiring video, when their friends are cheering them on they can push themselves. They can wake up early, they can stay late, they can do the work. But when the wind changes, when the motivation fades, when the excitement wears off and it's just them, alone with the boring, repetitive work that nobody sees, they stop. The elite 1% have a different engine. Their discipline is more important than their motivation. Their standards are more important than their feelings. Let me show you what I mean with another story, a parallel truth. There's a tree called the Chinese bamboo. When you plant a Chinese bamboo seed, you water it every single day. You care for it, you protect it. And for 5 years, 5 entire years, nothing happens. No growth above the ground. No visible progress, just you, alone in your garden, watering a patch of dirt while your neighbors grow their instant crops. But in the 5th year, something miraculous happens. That bamboo shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. 90 feet. Did it grow 90 feet in 6 weeks? Or did it grow 90 feet in 5 years? The growth happened in the dark, underground, where nobody could see. The bamboo was building a root system so massive, so strong that when it finally broke through the surface, nothing could stop it. This is the secret of the top 1%. While everyone else is looking for the quick win, the viral moment, the overnight success, they are building roots in the dark. Kaito wasn't polishing that sword for the crowd. He was building his roots, his character, his standard of excellence that would hold him up when the storms came. So let me ask you the question that matters. What are you doing in your dark hours? Your dark hours are the moments that define you. They're the hours between 5 and 7 a.m. when you could sleep but choose to build. They're the late nights when you're tired but you review your work one more time. They're the weekends when your friends are partying but you're perfecting your craft. It's the extra hour of study when your eyes are burning. It's the workout you do when every muscle screams at you to stop. It's the choice to be 1% better every single day, especially when no one is there to clap for you. Success is an iceberg. The world sees the tip, the talent, the glory, the money, the recognition. But underneath the water lies the massive foundation, the part nobody sees, the boring repetition, the endless practice, the solitary focus, the dark hours. If you want to reach the top 1%, you must fall in love with the work that nobody sees. You must become like Master Kaito, polishing a blade that's already perfect. You must become like the bamboo, growing roots in the dark for years while the world sees nothing. You must become like the archer who sees only the eye of the bird and ignores the rest of the world. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for someone to watch. The dark hours are happening right now. This is your moment. Are you scratching for seeds like a chicken, waiting for someone to notice your effort? Or are you building your wings like an eagle in the silent darkness, preparing for the day when you'll soar higher than anyone imagined? The choice is yours, but understand this: the world rewards you in the light for what you do in the dark. If you're ready to master your dark hours, comment the word "master" below. Like this video if it changed your perspective. Subscribe to this channel for more stories that challenge you to become the top 1%. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and remember, while they're sleeping, you're building. While they're watching, you're working. While they're wondering how you did it, you'll be too busy perfecting your craft in the dark to explain. See you in the next story.